Hi, everyone. John here with Gospel Politics. I want to talk about white privilege. So just a little background. I've been studying race theory in American history, particularly from the viewpoint of the marginalized and the racialized, for about 20 years. I've been studying New Testament and Jesus studies for about 30 years. I am a Southern Baptist ordained minister who has deconstructed out of the evangelical church, currently an Anglican that is transferring my ordination into the priesthood. I want to point out something here. This is a great little resource. It's an introduction. It's an introduction to the evil boogeyman, critical race theory. But I think it's something that you need to read, no matter what you believe. And listen, white person who thinks racism doesn't exist, listen to me. None of your politicians or pastors who get up and talk about woke and how evil woke is know what critical race theory is. White privilege is not about an individual struggle. It's not because you're white and you have privilege, everything will be great for you. No, I come from a broken home. My 4 siblings and I had a period of about 6 years living with our single dad who had 4 jobs and still was on food stamps and welfare to make it. We lived in the hood. We were very poor, and it was rough economically, but also it was a big part of my upbringing. But here's what white privilege is. White privilege is a term that's been coined by critical race theorists, okay? And critical race theory is an academic discipline, and it's so scary, I guess, to conservative white people. But the definition is theirs. They have defined it. White privilege refers to the myriad of social advantages, benefits, and courtesies that come with being a member of the dominant race. That's what it is. So it's not saying that white people don't struggle. I struggle, but my struggles aren't due to me being white. My being white has not hindered me whatsoever. Struggles come from other places. And I think this is also another thing to understand. If you're not a billionaire, you're not part of the rich class, we're being divided and conquered. This has prompted one commentator to remark that our system of race is like a 2-headed hydra. One head consists of outright racism, the oppression of some people on the grounds of who they are. Check out our videos where we talk about why racism needs a systemic definition to make sense of society. Check those out. The other contrast of white privilege, so that's the other head, a system by which whites help and buoy each other up. And this is, again, through law, through economy, through mobility, education. If one lops off a single head of this hydra, say the outright racism head, but leaves the other intact, our system of white over black, brown will remain virtually unchanged. Because the predicament of social reform, as one writer has pointed out, is that everything must change at once. Otherwise, change is swallowed up by the remaining elements so that we remain roughly as we were before. Culture replicates itself forever and ineluctably. You have people that don't see the system, that don't understand how they perpetuate and how they participate in an oppressive system. The only way white people cannot participate any longer in the system, and it's not something that happens overnight either, okay? We have to be humble. The only way to not participate and perpetuate white supremacy is to actively work against it. You have to be anti-racism. You have to be anti-white supremacy. You have to actively expose it. You have to engage it. This is something that white people have to do. We have privilege. Right? We have privilege, and it needs to be used to the advantage of those without privilege. Grace and peace. Love Jesus. Love your neighbor. Expose white supremacy. Resist empire.